Okie dokie, guys. Here we are again. And again, this is Bible Study with Shahan, and I am Matthew Shahan. And as always, if you follow along with my content, like my content, share it out to other people so the message can spread. I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. It means the world to me. It really does. Now, with that being said, let's get into the lesson today. And the lesson is on perfectionism. Perfectionism. All right, trying to always be perfect or think it's always got to be perfect. I myself have struggled with this for a long time. Uh, but let's get in here and read what it says, okay? Y'all ready? All right, let's go. Perfectionism may paralyze us. Perhaps we have been shamed for not being exactly what others wanted us to be. Now, the shadow of unrealistic expectations is cast over how we see ourselves, creating unrealistic expectations for our progress. Jesus told us the story of a man who loaned three different servants money to invest for him while he was away. The first two men invested and even doubled the money. The third man hid the money in a hole. The third servant saw the master come back into town, and he was looking through the eyes of fear as he arrived. And he said, Master, I knew you were a harsh man, harvesting crops you did not plant, and gathering crops you did not cultivate. I was afraid I would lose your money, so I hid it in the earth. Look, here is your money back. But the master replied, Why didn't you deposit my money into the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it. And that's in Matthew chapter 25, verse 24 through 27. When we measure ourselves by the expectations of others or by our own need to be perfect, we may fall so short that we may not even try to succeed. All God asks of us is that we try to do something with the abilities and the resources that He has given us. When we allow ourselves the option of just making modest progress, we will find the encouragement that we need in the process of recovery. Even the least improvement is better than not trying at all or being doomed and feel like you don't even want to try to complete anything for fear of for the fear of our imperfectism. Perfectionism. All right, it's a hard one. Perfectionism. And like I said, I'm real bad at that, especially whenever I first started my online journey. Uh, I'd get halfway through a Bible study and I'd get halfway through a message and I'd mess up on some words and I would stop it and I would go redo that whole thing just because I messed up halfway. Well, as you see now, if I mess up and I'll keep on going. My perfectionism is not there anymore, and it's doing what I can with the resources that I got, with my gifts, my abilities, and my resources. I'm doing what I can, and I know now that it doesn't have to be perfect because it never will be perfect. It won't. And everything I do comes from the heart with honesty, with realism, and authenticity comes from me. And that shows imperfectism. Imperfectism comes from me, and it shows that it can be done. You can be imperfect and still do what you're supposed to do. You can still reach the people you're supposed to reach, and you can still attain those goals that you had set for yourself. Like I said, nothing's ever going to be perfect. So if you're always waiting for that perfect time to start, you'll never get there. You just have to jump in, count to three, 1, 2, 3, and take the leap. All right. And once you start doing it, it'll get better. Go back and look at my first ones, my first videos. They they were good. It's still the message, but my confidence, my I was always trying to not mess up the whole time. Now it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So again, don't get stuck too much in trying to be perfect. Okay, because again, none of us are perfect. We're human beings. We are imperfect in all the ways that matter. Every one of us. The only difference is most of us, hopefully, want to start trying to be better than the people we were yesterday. Uh, and if you can do that, set that as your goal, not to be perfect, but to just be better than the person you were yesterday, you're on the right track. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are, you're on the right track. As always, I love y'all. I thank y'all. This was Matthew Shahan with Bible Study with Shahan. Love y'all. Have a good day.